everybody, today we'll be having a look at an RNS. So this particular bat has been purchased by a gentleman called Robert who lives in Bendigo, and he sent it in for review. It's a blank bat, the only reason being his young son chewed on the stickers that came with it. So we can't hold that against him. So the way this works is there's a particular seller on Facebook who puts photos up of different RNS bats and people bid for them. So this is one of those bats. He paid $123.50 Australian delivered. I can see why people go for bats like this. You get them with the stickers, which you can apply yourself or not apply. Say you'd call this low grade 2. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grains, a little bit of speck. There's some sort of colour here, but in general the quality of the bat willow is quite good. And you can see there, pretty nice through the toe. I haven't done anything on the toe, that's just how it is. I have put my sticker on it, just because I had to basically re-sand the thing. I did say to him, look, if you send me the bat, I'm happy to do a laser etch, but he said no, he didn't really want that, so I just put the sticker on anyway. So what are my general thoughts on it? Well, for $123.50, it's a nice looking willow, and have a look at it through the gauge. It's dead on 40 millimeters, and probably a 65 to 66 mil spine. The face camber itself is in the flat face variety, probably a 4mm camber, and there's all that willow down in the low to mid-low sweet spot. He said he ordered 210, and in the hands it feels 2.9 to be honest, and on the scales, because I did actually weigh it yesterday, it weighs 2.9. He asked for 210, he gets 2.9 naked, puts the stickers on, he gets 210. So I think that's a pretty accurate thing. What are the identifiers to say it's an RNS? Well, basically it's got it on the handle. The handle itself is a round in the, say, medium to thin style lower bottom hand, and slightly thicker but medium round top hand. General thoughts on the quality of the handle are not very positive, to be honest. When I put a bit of weight on it, the handle can easily bend. I don't know if you can see me doing that, but there's a lot of flex in that handle. So there's no doubt in my mind that these bats are built to the price, and it's a very cheap price. And maybe once this is rehandled, it'll probably be a better bat than it is right now. The quality of the handle is poor. Yes, it does have a multi-piece cane handle, and you can see there the rubber inserts, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just the quality of the cane. It's just got too much flex in it. Now, if you like a whippy handle, you may love it, but generally you're going to lose power in the shot due to that flex, and eventually with the amount of twist that will be present in the bat, you'll lose power as well that way. So there's a lot of twist there, and there's a lot of bend. Performance wise, so it feels on the hard side. There's nothing up here, nothing really there, and it starts to go from a pretty much a mid to mid-low to low. So it's very much a condensed sweet spot in this sort of area here. There's nothing really up here. It's all in that low position. Look at the dimensions. So I estimated 40 mil, and well, it says 40 mil, just a bit over. And as far as the spine, 64.6. Oh, is very thick, 24 and 31, and up here at the shoulders you got 17. Definitely it's thinner than 4¼ inches. It's in that 105 millimeters. So that's how they make these bats quite full because they narrow the bat slightly. So for $123 with delivery from India, you know, like, you get what you pay for. And if you're just a casual cricketer, or you're wanting a cheap net bat or something you can thrash in T20 and doesn't really matter to you whether it breaks or not, why not? But once the handle goes, you've got another $80 to $90 on the repair. Maybe at that point you're thinking, is it a false economy? Do I repair the bat, or do I another one? Those are the sort of decisions you have to make if you really fall in love with the bat. The bat cover is nothing special. It is padded, but you know, it's in that cheap sort of variety, but you do get it. And we'll turn the camera around a bit. I don't think we're going to see anything astounding with a bat like this. So let's bounce the 4-piece ball on it. And it feels alright, you know, down there in that lower middle. It's doing exactly what it should. Up towards the handle, it actually feels a tiny little bit of vibration, which I'd say would feel worse in the games, and if anything, that's how it's going to fail. Go to the Dukes now. So you can hear it right in that sweet spot where it's been pressed pretty firmly. You can hear something on it, but you can't really hear a real ping to it. There's nothing amazing about it, but what it is the first RNS that I've reviewed. It's not necessarily their top one, and it doesn't represent all the bats that they make, but in general I wouldn't be paying more than $200 Australian for something like this here in Australia, and get a bat and it's really flexy and twists really easy. It's not good. That's not what they're supposed to do. The handle and the fitting here is supposed to be nice and tight so you can get the maximum out of your shots when they're hitting down here, rather than losing power through this part of the... I don't think RNS are being dishonest about it. I think they're selling them for good value. If you bid on them and you get them for a great price like $123.50, then that's pretty good. As far as seam marks go, there is a seam mark down in the toe here, so this area here will definitely need to be knocked properly. This area here I'll just pretty much do just the edges. There is some attempt at rounding rather than them being left sharp. So there you go. It's an RNS. Nice looking grain structure. Big profile. Decent hitting area down the low position, sort of like a Tendulkar type shape. Good pick up and purchase by Robert in Bendigo, and I thank him very much for sending this through for review, the first RNS that I've done. I hope you guys don't find that too critical of them. It's just my opinion. So thanks very much to Robert. RNS.